Situation 4. A hollow steel shaft ACB of outside diameter 50 millimeters and inside diameter of 40 millimeters is held against rotation at ends A and B. So parang fixed support yung A and B. Horizontal forces P are applied at the ends of a vertical arm that is welded to the shaft at point C. Okay, for number 1, if P is 3 kilonewtons, calculate the minimum torsional shearing stress in the shaft. Number 2, if P is 3 kilonewton, calculate the maximum torsional shearing stress in the shaft. Okay? And then determine the allowable value of forces if the maximum permissible shear stress is 4. So sa pangatlo, pinapahanap naman yung value ng P. So sa unang dalawa, may given na P, pinapahanap yung stress. So ganun lang naman, no? Pinabalik-baliktad lang. Alright, tapos take note na hollow ito ha. Ang outside diameter niya is 50, tapos inside diameter niya is 40. Okay? So, una sa lahat, dahil na meron na tayong fixed support dito, magkakaroon na tayo, no? Although magkakaroon to ng torsion, ano? So, itong couple na to mapapalitan ng torsion, T. Tawagin natin T. Okay? So, yung T na yon is simple lang, no? P times yung distance nila na 400. Ayan. Okay? Tapos, magkakaroon ngayon ng reaction dito. Tawagin natin na T sa B. Tapos, mayroon ding reaction dito. Tawagin natin T sa A. Ayan. May mga reactions tayo doon. So in this case, hindi na constant yung torsion sa buong shaft, no? Pwede na kasi meron kang ibang torsion dito sa shaft na to, tapos iba na naman dito sa kabila dahil sa mga reactions na yan. So the first thing we have to do is to calculate yung mga reactions na yon. Kasi hindi man po pwede na mali na dediretsuhin mo. Halimbawa, ito P. 'Di ba? Makukuha mo na P is 3 kilonewton. So 3,000 times 400. Ayan na. Ano na yan? T. Tapos rho. Ang rho mo ay outside diameter 50, so 25 over J. So baka kasi excited kang mag-solve, no? Akala mo ganito. Ayan, T rho over J kasi nakuha mo na yung T. So yun yung magiging sagot. So buti na lang wala sa choices, no? Pero kung magaling yung gumagawa, no, nasa choices to. So kapag na-overlook mo yung part na hindi nga pala equal yung torsion na nandito at saka nandito. Kumbaga, paghahatian nila itong torque na to. Okay? So, kailangan natin malaman muna ano yung mga reactions na yun. Okay? So, to solve for the reactions, well, simple as dapat, pag nag-summation tayo ng moment, no? No, equals 0, lalabas lang yung moment na TA plus yung TB ay dapat equal do sa total torque na P times 400. Okay? Ayan. Or kahit tawagin na lang natin muna na T para hindi mahaba isusulat. Ayan. Okay? Tapos wala ka nang ibang produce na equilibrium equation kasi kapag hindi ka naman pwedeng mag-summation ng forces kasi wala namang forces na involved. Okay? So, ayan na yon. So, kailangan mo na ngayon ng compatibility. Okay? Sa compatibility, di ba before it's all about or it's coming from the deformation. In this case, yung deformation natin is yung twist, angle of twist. So tama ba na dapat yung angle of twist for the segment AC plus yung angle of twist for segment BC should be 0. Why? Because ano to eh, fixed support to eh. So dapat walang angle of twist dito sa part na to. Okay? Kumbaga parang ganito 'yan. Ito kunwari yung A, ito kunwari yung C, ito kunwari yung B. So, alam naman natin na iikot ito eh. Di ba? Ito yung ano natin, neutral kunwari. Neutral kunyari pa. Okay? Alam naman natin na iikot to. Ganyan. Kaya lang, yung kabila, kailangan dito pa rin siya. Yan, nandyan pa rin siya. Kumbaga, yung total natin na torque, I mean na twist, between A to B is 0. Kasi fixed support eh, na hindi siya pwedeng gumalaw. So merong angle of twist hanggang sa C. Kaya lang, pagdating sa B, kailangan ano yun, mag-cancel. Okay? So this will tell us kahit na hindi na natin intindihin yung yung rotational, yung movement niya rotationally, this will tell us na dapat yung angle of twist dun sa BC ay negative or baliktad, no? And hence we can say that the angle of twist at AC should be the same as the angle of twist in the segment BC. So pag pinasok natin ngayon yung formula, TL over JG ng AC equal lang sa TL over JG ng BC. Okay? Tapos take note that they are made of the same material. No? Steel yan. Tapos parehas naman sila na hollow. Parehas ng inside tsaka outside diameter. So yung J tsaka yung G nila, it will be equal. So kakancel na natin to. Okay? Tapos yung torque acting at AC will be considered as TA. No? Kasi di ba nandito yung torque na TA. Tapos yung torque naman acting sa B is TB. So yung length ni AC is 600. Wala na pala to. Okay? And then yung length, yung torsion sa B, TB, tapos yung length niya ay 400. Okay, so dito magkakaroon tayo ng relationship, ano? Actually, this will serve as our second equation. So lalabas dito, pag dinivide mo ng 100, magiging 6TA, pag transpose minus 4TB is equal to 0. So we can call this equation number 2. And this is our equation 1. Okay? And solvable yan kasi meron naman tayo nung meron naman tayo nung P for number 1 and 2. So, may solve natin, no? So, TA plus TB will be equal to 3 kilonewton times 400. And then, ito ay 6TA minus 4TB is equal to 0. So, solving these two, which we can solve for TA and TB. Okay, so note lang na ang makukuha natin dito is naka-Newton, Newton millimeter. So, 48 ng 0 to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 48 na apat ang 0. Tapos yung isa, 72. Ayan. Okay? So ngayon, tinatanong na, what is the minimum torsional shearing stress in the shaft? Alright. So syempre, yung minimum torsional shear stress ay makukuha natin sa segment na may mas mababang torque or torsion. So ibig sabihin, ito yon, no? So, segment, AC has lower torque. Okay, so doon tayo sa segment AC magsusolve ng minimum for number 1. Um, minimum is found at AC. Okay, and that would be equal to TA rho over J. Ito yung tricky part dito, no? So, di ba ang TA natin, pakita ko muna. So, 48,000. Tapos yung rho mo, so ang outside diameter kasi is 50, so that will be 50 over 2 over J. Pi over 32 times 50 to the fourth minus 40 to the fourth. So we will have 48, 1, 2, 3, 4 times 50 over 2 over pi over 32 times 50 to the fourth minus 40 to the fourth. Ayan. So lalabas 33.12. So ito yon, no? Kaya lang, mali yan. Hindi yan yung tamang sagot. Ang tinatanong sa atin, minimum torsional shearing stress in the shaft. Well, bakit mali yun? Bakit hindi yun yung sagot? Eh, mas mababa nga yung torque sa segment A. Segment AC. So malamang nasa segment AC yung mas mababang shearing stress at wala sa BC. So tama naman yon. Kaya lang nakalimutan natin kasi baka nasanay na tayo no na laging T rho over J. Nakalimutan natin na ano to, hollow. So yung kinukuha natin na stress dito is yung stress dito sa labas. Wherein, hindi yan yung pinaka-minimum. Ang minimum is yun dito sa loob. Ito yung minimum. Kasi mas mababa yung ano dito. Ano to? 50/2. Ito, 40/2 lang. So ito dapat yun. Nandito yung minimum. Okay? So, maliban pala doon sa mas maliit na torsion, kailangan i-check mo rin kung alin yung mas maliit na R or na rho. Okay? And so, ang tama dito is dapat this is 40. Okay? So, that would be 40. And that should be 26.5. So, mas mababa, no? Yung shearing stress doon sa inside nung shaft. And our correct answer would be letter B. Alright? And then lastly, for number two rather, same yung P, tapos sinapahanap naman yung maximum torsional shearing stress. So dito naman natin makikita yun. Dito naman natin makikita. So, tapos dyan, yung pinaka-maximum pa is yung nasa outer. Nasa outer, no? So for number two, we will adapt yung TB. Okay, so nasa BC. Equals 72,000, 720, ano ba to? Apat dapat yung zero na, so mali lang ako ng lagay. So, may kulang ng zero. Ito rin. Okay, so dapat 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ayan. Tapos yung row natin, dahil maximum, no? 50/2 over J. So papalitan natin to ng 72. Tapos ito ay gagawin natin 50. Okay, para makuha natin pinakamalaki talaga. So that's 49.69. Ayan. Okay? And the correct answer here is letter D. All right, next, determine the allowable value of the forces P if the maximum permissible shear stress in the shaft is 45 megapascal. So dito naman, ano daw yung P para yung maximum shear stress is 45 lang. So dito sa numbers 1 and 2, na-prove na natin na yung maximum ay nasa BC tapos nasa outer, no? Outer na diameter or na radius. So, bali, ito na lang isa-set natin na 45. Tapos, i-resolve natin itong P na to. Okay? Ano yung T na yan? So, yung T sa, bali, T sa B. Okay? So, i-resolve lang natin. So, for number 3, we will set the maximum shear stress at BC to be equal to 45 megapascals. And from there, 45 ito. So, ito gagawin nating torsion sa B times 50/2 over pi over 32 times 50 to the fourth minus 40 to the fourth. And then we will be able to solve for TB. So 45. So TB is this, no? 41, copyahin ko lang para exact. 415,125/2. Ayan, yun yung TB natin. Okay? So, yung TB na yan, we will find its relationship doon sa T. Kasi di ba yung T, yun yung makakapag-solve ng T. Di ba? So, para makuha yon from this equation, from equation 2, di ba kanina sabi 6TA minus 4TB is equal to 0. So, therefore, TA would be equal to 2/3 of TB. Tapos, habang sinabshoot natin yan sa equation 1, at equation 1, magiging 2/3 of TB plus TB is equal to T. Di ba ano yan? TA plus TB is equal to T. So, lalabas dito ngayon, ilan yan? 5/3 of TB is equal to T. So, therefore, plugging in yung value natin ng TB, so magiging 5/3 ng 415,125 over 2 pi. Ayan. That will be our torsion. Yan yung maximum torsion natin na that should be applied. So, times 5 over 3. So, yan. So, yun yung maximum torsion natin. So, 1,86,794. 709 Newton millimeter. Okay? And then, to solve for the maximum applied P, so alam naman natin na yung total torque ay equal lang sa P times 400. So, equate lang natin to sa 400, P times 400. And from here, we can solve for P. Yan na yung maximum P na allowed. So, divide mo lang to ng 400. So, that's 2716.99 Newton. Okay? Or that is also equal to 2.72 kilonewtons. Okay, so our answer here would be letter A. And that's how we solve this problem.